everyone. Welcome to Zen Tarot. My name's Julie. I'm going to do a pick a card reading for you all. So let's take a look at the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit tarot deck here. I love this deck, my favorite deck with for connecting to the animals. So take a look at each card in front of you and see which one is really resonating with you or calling you to it. The first card that we have is the Firefly. The second card we have, I'm sorry, I have the streak of sun going through it. We have the bear. For the third card, we have the frog. And for the fourth card, we have the tarantula. I had to do it, sorry. So take a look at each card and really meditate on it and see which one is calling you to it. And I will put the timestamps in the description box below for each reading. And thanks so much for stopping by. If you like this reading, don't forget to hit the like, share, and subscribe buttons. And I will see you over at the reading. Hello to everyone who chose the Firefly card. Beautiful, beautiful air sign here coming through. So I want to see what is going on with you. The card is all about, the Firefly is all about inspired, real inspired action coming through, but it can be very fleeting. It's like that falling star. It's so bright and it can burn out very quickly. So I want to see where you're out at, what's going on throughout the mind, the heart, and the soul here. And I'm going to be using the Wild Unknown Spirit guidebook here. So we're going to read what the Firefly is about and do a tarot card reading with the Light Seers Tarot deck. And then I'm going to get a couple of angel oracle cards for you guys. So let's take a look. I want to read first of all what the Firefly means in the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit guidebook. All right, the Firefly, inspired and fantastic yet fleeting. The Firefly contains the light of 1,000 stars. It's pure, radiant, and illuminating. This high-frequency charge cannot be sustained for long. Therefore, the Firefly card indicates a moment of inspiration or awakening that quickly fades if we don't catch it. There is Firefly energy behind every poem, song, and invention. Our job is to be ready to harness this creative spirit when it graces our path. What can you do to support this precious and elusive light? When in balance, writes, creates, brainstorms. When out of balance, burnt out, feels dull. To bring into balance, write a poem or draw. Beautiful. Okay. All right. So are you feeling very inspired, or you've got some kind of idea or dream coming through really strong right now? So let's take a look. I want to get an angel oracle card. Oh, geez, I forgot to set my timer here. I'm going to be right back. Okay, we are back. If I don't set a timer, I can get very wordy and go on forever. All right, so let's get an angel oracle card for you. What messages do the angels have for the Firefly energy? This beautiful, brilliant, bright, the light of 1,000 stars. I loved that. What messages do you have for this energy, for this Firefly energy? I've got all the spirit cards out from the Wild Unknown deck here. And I recently found out that each one represents the chakra from the root chakra all the way to the crown chakra. And I've used this card for years, this deck for years and years. Okay, angels, what messages do you have for the Firefly group, for the people who tuned into the Firefly? Ooh. Have you asked your angels for help with this? Your angels want to help you with this situation. However, they require your permission before they can intervene in your free will choices. Yeah, look at this. Maybe you're just thinking that they know, or it's already been out there. It's already been asked here. So ask your angels for help with this situation here, or to get into this dream, or to get inspired here, get back into something. I feel like you want to return to something here, something that really belongs to the root chakra, to your grounding, to your roots here, where you started from. Maybe something you started when you were very young. You had this talent or this skill that nobody else could do, but you just kind of thought nothing of it. You know, when I was young, I used to be able to roll my tongue in this really weird way. I can still do it, but I must have this weird muscle in my tongue. But yeah, something like that you just didn't even think about, or you just thought maybe everybody could do it, or everybody had this this skill or this talent here, and now you're realizing, wow, maybe I am unique here, I am special with this, and it's something you want to get out there, but you're not quite sure how. So ask the angels. Ask the angels, how do I get this out there? Um, how do I spread this? Or how do I get the word out here? I'm feeling like there's a word of mouth, or there's something that has to be spread here. Something has to be talked about here. Look at the ascended masters coming through. Just so brilliant, like that firefly light coming out here. Wow, wow, wow. Something coming into, we all get our 15 minutes of fame here. And I feel like group number one, with the Firefly Energy, this is your 15 minutes of fame coming in here. So very, very much enjoy it. Don't try to think about after that or what follows that, because then you're going to spoil this 15 minutes. It's going to feel like 2 minutes, and the rest is going to feel like eternity here. So very, very much savor in the brilliance of this coming out of yours, this showing the world what you've been working on here. That's so beautiful. That is so beautiful. The ascended masters are here. The spiritual teachers are here. Powerful, loving, and wise spiritual teachers are watching over and guiding you. I mean, goodness. Wow. Just this real spark of light, this real spark of brilliance coming through for you. Heal away addictions on the bottom of the deck. So let go of those negative patterns, those negative places that your mind wants to bring you to, maybe the aftermath of fame or the journey. Don't get too fixated on the journey and what you have to get there. There's certain patterns, beliefs, a breaking down of systems for you here in the mind space. I can just feel these true beliefs, right? A belief is just a thought we keep thinking over and over again. So you've cemented in these beliefs of who you are or what you can do or what you're capable of. You've put this boundary in front of you, this kind of stop gate in front of you, because this is what you're thinking, how far you can go here. You've put this kind of glass ceiling over yourself here. Ask the angels to shatter that on your behalf here, because this is your placing of that glass ceiling. So really ask for the shattering of the glass ceiling. There's nobody putting that on you except you. All right, let's get some tarot cards here. I'm going to get these angel messages after this reading here. So I just want to get into the tarot, the Light Seers Tarot. Angels, let's ask what is on your mind right now with this new beginning, this spark of light, this spark of inspiration coming to you. Spirit, for group one, for the Firefly energies here tuning in. So let's see what's going on in the mind space right now. What's going on in the mind space? Ooh, look at this. The muse steps up here and gives you all these ideas, all these sparks of inspiration coming in. This has to very much do with writing here, with putting your thoughts, your ideas down and channeling through your hands here, channeling through the writing process here. I talk about this in my zodiac readings that in my former life, I was a writer. And I had 2 books published. I had an agent. I was just so into the writing world. Authors are my favorite people on earth because they are not judging. They're absorbing. They are really studying everyone around them. Even the people that get on their nerves are really studying those because they want to get into those quirks. They want to get into the tics and the reasons why here. So they're very, very forgiving people. And I love that about the writer here. So there's some writers here, some authors here tuning in, and Spirit is saying this is your calling. This is your purpose here, to continue to get these sparks of inspiration, but don't get too stuck on the getting started of it. Don't get too stuck on the beginning, middle of or end of it. Just really let it flow. Don't worry about that middle falling short or having this fantastic ending. You're so focused on the fantastic ending that you forgot you got to get your characters there. You got to get the people there. You got to bring them to their knees, right, in order to understand the other side of it here. So that is what you are doing. Good for you. Good for you. Get inspired here. This is a calling. This is meant to be. Your work was meant to be read here. Your work was meant to be read by many, many, many people here. There's a lot of poets here. I'm feeling the inspiration of the poet coming through here. So absolutely brilliant. Yes, yes, yes. It's your turn. It's your turn to step up and get your work out there. Don't be too fixated the mechanics of it. I feel like you're really very, very much fixated on the mechanics of it and getting the sentence structure right and getting the editing done right here. And you're forgetting to just really let it flow first. Let it flow out of you the way it's meant to be, just right. And then you can go back and reorganize and look at the mechanics of it. But you got to get to the emotions of it, really dig deep into the emotions of it here and get to the root of it, get to the cause of it, get to the main plot of it. You're so busy working around that because you've got this great, fabulous ending in sight here. So you're getting caught up in how do I get there? How do I get there? I wrote a book about people walking through, this was decades ago, people in Florida. It was called Soul Survivor, and there was just this big thing coming through the town of Naples, Florida, because that's where I lived at the time. And I had this fantastic ending. There were seers. There were all kinds of characters in this book. I loved this book. It never did get published. I'm sitting on that one for sure. But yeah, I had this fantastic ending, but I couldn't get my characters there. I couldn't kill my darlings here because I'd fallen so in love with my characters. But yeah, so there it is, sitting on my shelf. Needs to be dusted off at this point. It's so old it wouldn't even be picked up because I got too caught up in how do I get there? How do I get there? Instead of just starting at the beginning, letting the story unfold, letting it happen organically where the words don't feel pushed here. So yeah, wow, okay. Whew. All right, tell me more. Tell me more about this creative endeavor for the Firefly Energies tuning in here. Tell me more, Spirit, in the mind space, Seven of Swords and the Moon coming out in reverse. Oh my God, do I love this. I love this. The Seven of Swords is all about mistrust, all about hiding things, not wanting to reveal things. There's whistleblowers. There's people trying to get away with things. There's getting too lost in the details of the contract, getting too lost in the fine print to ever sign it in the first place and losing the opportunity. There were so many opportunities lost because you didn't have all the facts. You didn't see all the fine print here. You were very much afraid that someone was going to either steal your work, steal your words. There's all kinds of weird patenting and copyright things going on, especially with AI, right? That just really burst the authors, the writers' bubble here because people are like, well, AI writes the best children books, ever. And it's not true. It's not true. Have you ever read an AI children's book compared to a real life coming from your heart, coming from your intuition, your higher self, all these things that AI does not have that are contributing to this story? It has nothing to do with the words. It's the emotion under the words that AI will never have here. So I think you're coming into this understanding that AI could not steal this dream from any of us. We are human, and that is something they will never be. The robots will never have that. So really come into that understanding. And it's true. It's true. It is not going to grab someone's heart, which is what you're trying to do here. You're trying to really tug at someone's heart and get them to feel what you're feeling here, to feel the words that you're expressing here. Words are very powerful. But it's the emotion that the words are triggering here. That's what the author's going for. That's what the writer is looking for. So AI, computers, you can hear it in the voices, right? If you've gone to a YouTube channel and it's your favorite person, it's just like, oh yeah, I love this person. And you realize it's their voice, but it's been AI put together. It's not, the emotion's not there. I've heard Dr. Joe Dispenza's voice. I've heard Louise Hay, my favorite person on earth. I've heard her voice in AI. The emotion's not there. Louise is not there. It's just her words. It's her voice. So it's very shallow. So they haven't got it yet. They have not got it yet. Do not let that make you feel defeated and have you up in your own head, because comparison is the thief of joy. And in this instance, you have something so unique to offer. And what it is your perspective. Your perspective. You're coming from a place of your own experiences, and you are letting it flow through your words here. So no one has your eyes, has your heart, has your perspective. Very subjective perspective here. Love this. So here comes the contracts, and you're not going to be fearful to sign. Spirit, tell me your advice in the mind space for the Firefly energies here. Tell me your advice in the mind space. What is your advice? What's your guidance here? Yes, look at this. The Nine of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles here. Really, really a dream come true. You've gotten everything you want here, the contract of your dreams here, and you feel safe and protected and solid and secure with your money here. You are not second guessing this choice by any means here. It all is about to pay off. It is about to pay off, but you got to finish writing it. You got to really trust that it's ready, and it's not, you're not going to be taken advantage of. You know, this is all about your focus, and what we focus on, we will find. If you're focused on seedy contracts and seedy people and greedy people, you know, that's what you're going to find. You're going to find that. So yeah, you got to change your perspective. You got to move into the idea that people are basically honest, and they basically at their root of it want to help you grow here. So support groups and join a writers group. I belong to Romance Writers of America, and then the subchapter in Florida. I mean, my God, talk about support. These people are on your page here. They've been there. They're really, really good mentors there. So yeah, whatever. Mystery Writers of America is another fantastic one. I was a member of that as well. All right, look at the Queen of Swords. Yes. Will the real writer step up here? There's just some kind of comparison between AI and the human aspect, the human integration into words here. So in the emotion and instigating emotion through words here. Tell me about this emotion. Tell me about the emotions of the Firefly energies that are tuned in here today, Spirit. Tell me about the heart space. Tell me about the heart space. Look at this. Yes, the Fool. Oh my goodness, taking a leap of faith to start over here. You're starting into something. Your brand new beginning is here. Look at the 10 of Wands, laying down the burdens, walking away from all of the things that held you back, all of the negative thinking, all of the fears of getting taken advantage of, and that, you know, you didn't want to be the laughing stock because you fell for it, right? It's like this beautiful, this agent steps forward and says, oh my God, I have read, you submitted to me and I accept. My God, I think you are the best I have seen in a very, very long time. Let's get you out there. Let's get you marketed here. And your first response is, oh my God, what do they want? What are they going to take? Are they going to make me the laughing stock? Am I going to tell everyone I have this agent and it's not real and I'm being made a fool of here? You're walking away from that self-doubt that you are not worthy. That's exactly what it comes down to when you let that negative thought come in here. What you're really telling yourself is, I'm not worthy. I'm not worthy. That's exactly it. Change that way of thinking. Walk through that rite of passage that every single one of us earns here and works toward when you're a writer, when you're striving to instigate emotion within others here. Oh God, this is beautiful. You are a rising star, a shining star here. That's why the Firefly energy is coming in here. The spark of inspiration. Finish it. Finish this. You know, I did. I finished it. I finished that need, that craving, that I had to get it out there. And I did it with those two. I think that's why that book is still sitting on my shelf. I fulfilled that dream of mine. I'm done with it. I moved on. And I have had a brilliantly, I have a great perspective on it now. I have this inner perspective on it now. So how beautiful. This is your 15 minutes. Group number one. This is it here. So what's the resistance in the emotions for this Firefly energy? What's the resistance? The Four of Wands, it came out in reverse. Again, you're having a very, very hard time celebrating yourself. You don't believe it yet. You're feeling this imposter syndrome. Boy, do I get that. Boy, do I get that. I was never in the league of those that I put on a pedestal, of those that I looked up to, of those that had walked before me here. I was never in their league. I never felt I held a workshop with thousands of people that I had to host and speak with, agents in the audience with these big, big names. I was so scared. but I never felt worthy. Never did. Never did. I wonder if I ever would. I don't know. If I had stayed on that path, I don't think I would have. Right? Because I wasn't worthy here, but my life just took such a different direction here for all for purpose. Look at the 6 of Cups. You've been dreaming about this. This is your soulmate energy, the energy of this rising star, of this brilliant piece of work that just really, really resonates with so many here. It's been with you for a really, really long time, since you were very young. Since were very young, this was on your mind. This was fascinating to you. This is what you studied. This is what you looked at here. So Spirit, what's your advice? This is beautiful. This is beautiful. You're really letting go of the self-doubt and the self-doubt. Look at this confidence coming out in reverse, the Queen of Wands here. It's just a matter of seeing yourself as one of them, of joining the club, of allowing yourself to join the club here, to be amongst the brilliance here. You are brilliant. You are absolutely brilliant. Your focus has been on this for a very, very long time. It's time to step up in the ranks. Allow yourself the promotion in life now. Allow yourself the stepping up and the joining of those that you have looked at as heroes here, as who you have aspired to be. Become the person you have aspired to be here. Allow yourself to be worthy of this. You've worked really hard for this. So this goes way deeper too. This goes through the bloodlines with you. This has been a need, a want, a desire from many, many, many that have come before you. You're not the first writer in your family, that's for sure here. But you got to rid yourself of the negative thinking here, of thinking you're not worthy here. And everything is going to change after that. Everything. As soon as you allow yourself to be worried, as soon as you allow yourself to be among your heroes here. Look at this. God, it was a hard road to get here. My God, well, no great story ever came from comfort here. No great tragedy. I mean, you're writing about tragedies. You're writing about heartbreaks. You're writing about overcoming our stories of overcoming. See, this is why I don't like the idea of banning books. It just breaks my heart. It hits me in a gut, in an area where I just don't know if anyone else experiences but me. But these are not stories of strife and struggle and oppression and suppression. These are stories of overcoming, of heroes in our lives. Don't take that from us. Don't take that from us. And this is what you are infusing into the world right now, the story of overcoming. Yes. And the crowd goes wild. This story needs to be told. This is the greatest story ever told. Yes. All right. Let's look at the foundation. Let's look at the daily life for the Firefly energy here. What's about to come into the daily life, aside from these brilliant sparks of inspiration, meeting the right people, being at the right place at the right time, seeing the flyer on the wall, and we're going to meet up here at 8 o'clock tomorrow night, and showing up to the life you desire here, showing up to the life that you wanted your entire life here. All that is being asked of you is to show up into this new life of yours. Let's look at the daily life of the Firefly energies that are tuning in spirit, the daily life. The King of Cups. All these cards keep coming out in reverse. The King of Swords, upright. Ooh, well, good. I'm glad this card came out in reverse, because this has been holding you back too long. The addiction to feeling unworthy, to feeling like a victim, to feeling like you're stuck, you're a victim of your own circumstances. If only my luck would turn around. If only I had the luck that other people had here. If only just once, Spirit, just once, because every time I get close, it's taken away from me. Every time I get close, the contract is broken, or they were a liar, or they were a fraud. There's always this thing that held you back, that you can always point your finger to. That is the pattern. That is the toxicity that you are ridding yourself of. It is no one's fault but mine. I wasn't ready. I still had to experience some things. I still had to let go of some things. I still had to smother the seed of doubt that continued to grow in my brain because of my mistrust, because I didn't want to be made a fool of. I didn't want to be taken advantage of. I didn't trust myself and my own guidance system to know when that con person was standing right in front of me, to know when to hang up the phone and when to keep listening here. I got this. I got this. I know exactly who I can trust here. God, it came from heartbreak though. It just came from a broken heart. Every sad song, every song that has made me cry my entire life had to have come from a broken heart. There's no other way it could have been expressed, to have me crying your emotions, to have me feeling what it feels like to be in the room that you're writing about, talking to the people that you're writing about here. But you had to go through some things for sure. Oh God, your emotions were completely out of control. That was the one thing you had to get a grasp on, was your emotions and how to deal with people and how to listen to their stories without getting so emotionally invested, because you're a very, very deep empath. You feel the emotions of others. This is what makes you such a fantastic writer. You feel the emotions of others, and that's how you can express them in your words here. Those emotions, you're expressing the emotions through the words here. So yeah, now everyone is going to be feeling what you were feeling and how you got here and how to overcome that, how to take a deep breath, step up onto the pedestal yourself, be the hero of your own story, make yourself the protagonist in the story of your life instead of the antagonist that's always there, that's always that devil on your shoulder telling you you can't do it, you're not good enough. Just kick that devil to the curb here and take your place. Take your place. Yes, take your place. This devil has no energy over you anymore, has no influence over you anymore, because you see, it was you all along. It was you all along. It was your thoughts of self-doubt. It was your using the past experiences where you may have been taken advantage of because you went through a lot of grief and a lot of letting go here. But now finding the grace in that, the grace of God in that, the grace of spirit in that, because how could you express you're not alone. You're not alone in that feeling of self-doubt, because you didn't trust yourself. You trusted yourself. You thought it was a good thing. You thought it was a good person. You thought it was this. It was just always that blockage of truly feeling worthy, not using false words. I am worthy, an affirmation that means nothing to you because you've been saying it so long. It means nothing. It's a prayer that you've been saying every night of your life, but you've desensitized yourself to what it really means to feel worthy. To step into that room of authors and writers and agents and publishing houses, wanting your work, seeking out your work, looking you up, needing you at their house because now you're going to make them a lot of money. Beautiful, beautiful. All right. What else in the foundation? We're going to end this for the Firefly energy. What else, Spirit? I saw the sun. Yes. Yes. Get out of your own way with the Two of Swords. Look at this. Be your own boss. Be your own entrepreneur. Do not get in your own way any longer. Don't sit on this planet Mars of your principles, of your I can't change. I can't kill off that character because then I'm letting go of my principles. I'm letting go of what this was about in the first place. You got to change things up. You got to bring in the surprise element here. You got to bring in the surprise element, the thing that the readers never saw coming, and it's the ascension and the happy ending. Look at this, but you got to make them go through the depths of hell first in order to understand the brilliance of overcoming, the brilliance of having those heroes and not having everyone die in the end, right? Sick of those stories. I'm sick of the murder, death, kill stories of the 48 hours and the domestic murder here. And I'm sick of it. Give us a story of overcoming and pulling together and uniting here. Give us the happy ending we all so desperately deserve. Firefly energy that is watching this, please give that to us. Look at how you've been waiting for this. You've been waiting for this. Just turn your head. It's right here. Here comes the sun, and it comes through your words. There's a King of Swords here. Comes through your words. This is brilliant. This is beautiful. You are a shooting star here. Take advantage of this 15 minutes of fame. Your 15 minutes is here, group one. Your 15 minutes is here. You've already experienced the sorrow, the loss, the grief. Use that. Use that as your jumping off place, as your starting off point, because you're going to be telling this story to a big mass of people. It's going to be your story. It's going to be your roots. It's going to be what people will remember about you, because you had to overcome, just like your book says. You had to overcome. And now you're telling others how to overcome. Whew, all right, Firefly Energy. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much for stopping by. I can't tell you how much I appreciate you. If you like this reading, don't forget to hit the like, share, and subscribe buttons. Cannot tell you how much I appreciate you. I will see you at the next reading. Hello to everyone who chose the Bear Energy. We're going to get a reading for you. We're going to use the Animal Spirit Guidebook to read what the Bear Energy is in your life here and why that card resonated with you. So let's take a look at that first. Okay, the bear, waking from spiritual slumber, beginning anew. After a long winter, the bear arises from deep slumber. At first, the movement and efforts are difficult, but the bear knows it's time to awaken and move toward the dawning light. The bear card represents an individual on the cusp of new directions and personal transformation. The initial weeks and months of this spiritual guest may feel tricky, cumbersome, and full of obstacles, but you have no choice, bear. Winter wanes, the warmth of spring emerges, and your transformation begins. When in balance, inner strength yearning to grow. When out of balance, withdrawal, lethargy, heaviness, right? Lethargic. To bring into balance, movement and exercise. You got to stretch those bones, stretch those tired bones. You've been hibernating for quite some time. So let's take a look. I want to get an angel oracle card for you, see what the angels have, what kind of messages. And then we're going to do a tarot card reading using the Light Seers Tarot card deck. So let's take a look. What kind of angel messages do you have for the Bear Energy for group number 2? Spirit, we're looking at Bear Energy here. Bear Energy. What is coming in for those bears? Visualize success. Ooh, see yourself doing well in this situation and have faith in a positive outcome. Visualize success in this. You're just coming out of something. It's almost like you were sleeping for a while, or you were sleepwalking, or you felt very apathetic towards your life here. It just didn't matter. It's like, why bother? Why bother? Now you're coming into a different visualization for yourself. There's a future that's emerging here. There's a light at the end of the tunnel here for the bears. Wow, I love that. All right. At the bottom of the deck, mediumship, talk about the light at the end of the tunnel here. You have the natural ability to connect with departed loved ones. Wow, wow, wow. Connecting with those that have passed on. The bears here. Wow, love that. Love that. Some kind of psychic ability coming forward. Maybe it's something that you've always been able to do, but you pushed it down. Maybe it felt scary, or it didn't seem like something you were supposed to be doing. You know, I grew up, my grandmother was my greatest mentor. And she was very, very Mormon. She was Latter-day Saint. And so tarot cards to her were the devil. It was just as bad as a Ouija board, which don't even talk to me about. I will not look at. But tarot cards are different. Interestingly enough, her husband, my grandfather, was a card reader, but she wouldn't let him read tarot cards. So he had to read playing cards, and he had to go pretend he was playing poker. That was okay with her, even though she knew what he was doing. And she was very, very psychic herself, but that was the angels talking to her, and it was the devil talking to my grandpa, because those were cards. Whew, all right, and here's their granddaughter. Oh my God. Okay, let's see. I want to see what's on your mind. What's on your mind as you're emerging out of this cave, as you're coming out of some kind of sleepwalking mode or autopilot here, where you just put yourself on I don't care mode. It doesn't matter. Where is your mind space now for group number 2 for the Bear Energy? Where is your mind space now? Where are you at in the mind space? Ooh, walking away from betrayals, from things that didn't serve you here, but at least you're starting to feel again. It might feel like pins and needles because you've been numb, you've been numbing yourself, you've been escaping, you've been isolating and holding yourself back here with the Five of Pentacles and the Ten of Swords coming out here. So after some betrayal, after some really hard time or hard road or hard journey, you shut down. You shut down and you didn't want to think about it and you didn't want to talk about it and you isolated. And now you're coming out of that isolation and it feels everything is kind of hypersensitive. It feels like everything might be different, or people have changed, or situations have changed here. Now you're trying to adapt. You're trying to very much adjust to these new circumstances here because you've been hiding. You've been in hiding. Well, what now? What now? What are you walking toward? Tell me what you're walking towards here. Where are you going? Where are you going with this awakening? Oh my God. Look at this with the Lovers and Strength. Oh my goodness. Oh, my doggy is backward sneezing. Talk about animals. You okay? My psychic doggy Finn. Okay, Strength card, Leo energy, Lovers card with Gemini Finn. Come here. All right, I'm going to pause. Hold on. Okay, I think he's okay. All right, look what you are walking towards here. The Lovers, the number 6 here, the soulmate energy, but the twin flame energy, the mirroring happening here. Right into Strength, the number 8 card here, the hybrid. Wow, wow, you're walking right towards your own power here, right towards your own strength. Beautiful, beautiful. But there's a twin flame, a mirror that you've been looking at here, and I'm really curious about that. It had you seeing yourself differently, or had you really going deep. You really went deep because of twin flame energy here. What's your advice about this in the mind space for bear energy? What is your advice, Spirit? Queen of Pentacles, look at this. Beautiful, beautiful earth energy. The bear is an earth card here. Beautiful, beautiful energy coming through here. You are so balanced coming out of this. You are so wise coming out of this. You did not let the lessons of this be for nothing here. You very, very much grew and matured and gained the wisdom through that isolation, through that very, very quiet time that you had here in the mind space. You've been imagining, you've been really, really bringing in this twin flame energy that you're about to walk into. 10 of Pentacles. Oh my God, this is like a partnership. This is a very, very profitable, abundant energy. The power couple coming in, like you complete each other. Right? It is Jerry Maguire moment here. You complete me. Just really, really a big, a beautiful, beautiful partnership coming. You're walking right into it now that you're balanced, now that you've gotten the rest you needed, now that you've taken the time to go deep and to really look at your own triggers, to take responsibility for things, to walk away from things. Wow. Wow, go bear, go. You're just starting off with these baby steps because you're stretching the bones, you're really reawakening. Things are feeling a little bit pins and needles, like oversensitivity, like you haven't tasted things in a while and now everything tastes fantastic. You haven't seen a sunset in a while and now it's just brilliant and beautiful. And how did I not notice this before? And you hadn't allowed yourself to really feel because it hurt. It hurt in the past when you allowed yourself to be vulnerable and you allowed yourself to feel. It just felt like the kick to the gut when you already couldn't breathe. So you weren't going to let that happen again. But you have gained such balance in this solitude, in this isolation here. It's just absolutely beautiful. Wow, you really have woken up a bear now, and there's a long period of time here before you will allow yourself to go back to sleep again. It's like, I am going to taste everything I can now. It's just like the second chance where everything is so exaggerated and so big and so brilliant here. And just the dark times, the real hard times of isolation and loneliness and really holding yourself back, not allowing yourself to feel enough to really enter a relationship here, let alone think about any kind of future with someone. You're just walking into this brilliant, brilliant understanding that it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if I'm with someone. It doesn't matter if I'm not with someone. Until I'm happy standing where I am, nothing will ever change. So you really took responsibility in this deep meditation time that you've taken here. It was so worth it because it's going to carry with you the rest of your life here. Until I find the seeds of happiness with where I'm standing, things I can grow on and not the seeds of negativity and the seeds of doubt and the seeds of insecurity. If I can grow the seeds of confidence, the seeds of worthiness, the seeds of happiness here, and only focus on that no matter what's going on around me, no matter my circumstances, I will remove myself from I'm going to be happy when, and really move into I'm so happy now because this tastes so good. This feels so good. This looks so good. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful bears. All right, let's see what's in the heart space. What are the emotions for the bear energy for this group number 2 that has stopped in spirit? Tell me about the emotions. Tell me about the emotions. 10 of Pentacles right to the 10 of Cups. The best emotional happy card. Emotionally secure, emotionally stable. Rainbows coming in. Double rainbows coming in for you. You're just walking right out into the brilliance of your life here. Everything has changed. Everything has changed. You are so emotionally stable now that it does not matter. It doesn't matter who you're with. Doesn't matter where you are. Doesn't matter who is around you or what's going on around you. You have found peace and harmony, and it was the secret all along. If it was a snake, it would have been, it was always your perspective. It was always your choice with free will to either hide away from the world or visualize success or visualize yourself doing well and feeling good and feeling rich and abundant and healthy. Wow, geez, beautiful transformation. Wow, welcome to the rest. Welcome to the rest now after this slumber, this peaceful, peaceful time. Beautiful, beautiful. Now wherever you go, there you are. What else in the heart space? What else in the emotional body for the bears here? 9 of Pentacles. Oh my God, welcome to your success here. Group number 2. Wow, you're just stepping in as the star of the show here, it's like you were in some kind of virtual reality, just soaking it all in, learning everything about this new world, about this future that is here now. And you're so ready. You were in hibernation preparing here. You were gathering your resources. You were gathering information, gathering everything you needed for this new world of yours. This is a new world for you. You are merging completely different, and that changed the world around you because it's the way you're visualizing the world to be. So now you are visualizing a completely different world surrounding you. It's different environment, different people, different situations, and you are thriving. You are thriving. You are truly moving from surviving to thriving here. It's like you were on your last resource. You were on your last bottle of water before the end here. You were just preparing for the end. All of a sudden it happened. You heard the crashing. You heard the thunderous change outside your window here. You took a deep breath and you emerged, and it's completely different because you're visualizing. You put the VR down and it's actually your reality now because you visualized it so strongly in that cave, so strongly. So you've created this, you've manifested this beautiful, beautiful rest, right? And the rest. Beautiful. All right. What's your advice in the heart space for group number 2 for the bear energy? What's your advice for this expansion, for this brand new beginning? King of Pentacles with the Queen of Pentacles. Are you kidding me with the Lovers? And the Knight of Cups. This is the whole ball. This is the whole ball. This is having your cake and eating it too. Group number 2. Good God. Good God. Let me just stress to you the power couple cards here. We've got the Lovers, the twin flames, the reuniting after the separation period. Twin flame energy is very, very difficult because you are looking at yourself in a mirror for a very long time. It's just poking and prodding and challenging. And I dare you to be you, right? I dare you to be you. Somebody always in your face challenging you. You went to this timeout. You went to your corners here. It's just enough. Silence, silence. Let's stop trying to impress who we think the other is on each other at our cost, at the cost of our happiness. Let's go to our corners. Let's go take a time out. You both went to your caves. You both went to your corners. You really dug deep. You really dug deep. You really took a look at your own faults here and the own way you could change here. And you just looked in that mirror long enough, the real mirror, the real you. What can I change here instead of how can I have everyone around me change so I can be happy here? So you really took responsibility for that. Started changing, started morphing. Have you heard of this mirror gazing, where literally your reality could change if you stare at yourself long enough in a mirror? And that's what happened to you. It's like you were in the world of virtual reality. You were creating things, this new future. It got really dark and scary. So that's why you just had no recourse there. You were down to your last ration. You had been rationing yourself. You had been saving yourself. You had been really, really working up for trouble here. And everything changed. You went in a timeout. You went into darkness. You went in separation mode. You both emerged looking at each other as completely different people. Now you're different characters. You're different avatars now. You've got this wisdom within each of you that is going to balance the other out because you're very wise in different things. You've learned different experiences while you were on your own, gaining your strength, really merging the energies, combining the energies. There was that thunderous crash, was you combining the energies here with the strength card. And it opened up your heart to happiness. It opened up your heart to the rest here. Here comes the offers. Here comes the dates. Here comes the marriage. Here comes the peace and harmony and connecting. You've been manifesting in the dark for a very long time. Here it is. Here it is. The angels told you it was coming. They gave you sign after sign in that cave, but you were too afraid to emerge to see. I'm thinking of this movie where they're preparing for the end with, oh God, am I going to be able to think of this with, no, where they're down in the bomb shelter for 30 years, right? Brendan Fraser. It's a great, great movie. If you haven't seen it, and now I don't even know. Maybe I'll put the name of it. But that's what this is. You've been preparing. You've been down in that bomb shelter for maybe decades, maybe. Preparing for something that you thought was happening because of this 10 of Swords coming out right off the bat in the mind space here. But you emerge, and it really is what you were visualizing, right? Christopher Walken comes out, and oh my God, it is the end of the world because it's so changed. It's so changed. This is what I'm visualizing with you. You're coming out, and everything is so changed, but not in the way that Christopher Walken was seeing, where everything had gone, horribly crazy. It's just brilliant. Everything tastes better. Everything feels better. Everything is very much heightened in the good way, in the good senses with you because of that time out, because of that meditation period. Wow. Oh my God. All right. What's in the foundation? Let's look at the daily life for the bear energy for group number two. Group number two, emerging from this cave into the happily ever after here. God, it happens overnight. It's just really, it happens so fast, the light's going to be blinding to you. This new life is going to be really so brilliant, it's blinding to you. It feels fake. It feels like this is the dream. This is surreal now, but this is the reality now. This is your life. This is you. This is who you are here. So really come into this acceptance of the rest now. It's just the way it is. You're down on the other side now. You're down on the gliding it. Being peaceful and just gliding through. You've lifted up the oars because you changed yourself. You changed your perspective. You really metamorphosized into this hybrid creature here. And it happened very fast, even though it's taken years. Feels to you very fast because now you're going to feel like Rip Van Winkle. Like you're not going to remember the past. You're not going to remember the cave, the journey there, the darkness there. It's just not even a part. If you remembered it, you're bringing yourself right back there, and you won't allow yourself to do that. So that time's over. It's over, never to be lived again. You're moving into a power couple status here. You're moving into trusting someone with your life here. You're moving into allowing yourself to trust, go all in. You're allowing yourself to go all in, to commit fully. and vice versa. They're committing fully to you. And so that makes you feel so safe to commit. You just trust. Doesn't matter. You don't care where they are. You don't need to see their location services. You don't need to ask them how was their day. You already know because you're very much telepathically transmitting your days to each other. You're speaking to each other mindfully here with the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. You're always connected. There is always a connection between the two of you. The line is never closed. So there's no mistrust, there's no doubt, there's no wondering, there's no use in talking about relationships of the past with each other. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It was all leading up to here. It was all for purpose to lead me to you. So who cares? Love this. Love this power couple stepping up, letting go of the fears, letting go of the insecurities, letting go of the doubts, just really moving in and committing fully and having no regrets. No regrets. Tell me more about the daily life with this power couple here for the bears. Tell me more about the bears. Five of Cups, letting the regrets go. This is the card of letting regrets go, of really letting it go, not worrying about what you missed out, not having FOMO, not feeling like you should have emerged sooner or you should have gotten your shit together sooner. You just no regrets. Everything happened to lead me to right where I am right now. Beautiful, beautiful, true acceptance. Really, that's the happily ever after. This was all for purpose. I would not change a thing. If you were married for 25 years before and you just met this person, you just met this light in your life, you recently divorced, you are going to be so blessed for that marriage because it took up the time for the other person to figure out what they were doing. They were probably married just as long. They were going through just as many experiences that you were going through, about suppression, about oppression, about having this empath narcissistic journey that we all really, if you're going to have a power couple, if you're going to have twin flame energy, you're going to have a narcissist empath journey here. You can either figure this out with the same person. They have to change just as much as you change. They have to really come into balance on both sides. Or it's with someone else, same energy, same karmic lesson, same soul mate, just a different face here. So it doesn't matter. And you won't care. It won't matter. It won't matter to either one of you because it was meant to be. All right, beautiful, beautiful Chariot. This is happening very, very quickly. Number 7, you're ending out truly a 7-year cycle here, but moving very, very quickly into this relationship. It's like you've known each other forever. And you've known each other lifetime after lifetime after lifetime. This was absolutely meant to be. And this is what it's all about. This is how you do it. This is how you learn the karmic lesson of the twin flame journey. And then it's over. Then it's done. You don't have to learn that lesson any longer. You're not dating the same person, marrying the same person over and over and over with a different face. You're truly marrying your soulmate. You're truly marrying your twin flame. All right. Well, Spirit, what is your advice? What is your advice here? I looked at the timer there. It was 21:21 right when I said that. So beautiful, beautiful reading for soulmate, twin flame energy. Look at the Fool. Look at this. The do-over, the start over, the jumping all in with both feet, the not caring what the water is like. I don't care. I don't care. It's exhilarating to jump, and I'm going to jump. I don't care what's at the bottom of this cliff. Don't care. Don't care where this relationship leads. Don't care. Don't care if it goes 10 years. Don't care if it goes 1 month. I am jumping all in. I'm committing. I'm going all in. It's the only way I can truly, truly feel what it feels like to be committed and trusted and have this power couple relationship here. You're changing everything. You're changing your stars, and it's absolutely glorious. Once in a lifetime, well, once in several lifetimes, we get to change our stars. We get to come out of a cave. We get to be reborn within this life. And this is what's happening with you now. And it has to do with soulmate energy, with twin flame energy, with truly trusting and trusting both sides, trusting yourself as well. Just trusting yourself, letting this be, letting it happen, not picking on this relationship, not finding all the negative in it, but finding the support, the love, the companionship, the beauty of it. and being the power couple you've always wanted, and for many, many lifetimes, many generations. Oh, I love it. Yes, this is what it means. And it means you change. You change everything. When you change everything, everything changes. Good for you, bears. Good for you. All right, I think I'll leave it here. This is glorious. I hope you liked it. If you did, don't forget to hit the like, share, and subscribe buttons. I really can't tell you how much I appreciate you guys for stopping by. And I'll see you at the next Zodiac Energy reading. Hello to everyone who chose the frog as your animal spirit guide. I love that. The frog is all about cleansing and purification and forgiveness. So, yeah, welcome, welcome. Let's take a look. The first thing I want to do is read from the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit Guidebook to see what they say about the frog energy. Whew, all right, the frog. The frog and the water element are almost inseparable. The frog spends its first months of life entirely within the healing element and then emerges to rest on land. No matter how earthly the frog becomes, its need for cleansing and rejuvenation is regular. Frogs tend to become overworked and undernourished, so it's vital that such sensitive creatures practice self-care. This card serves as a reminder that water helps us cleanse, forgive, and release. Time to dive in. Frogs are not meant to carry a heavy load. When in balance, clear energy and enthusiasm for life. When out of balance, depleted, running on empty. To bring into balance, lake, river, ocean, or bathhouse. All right, you are cleansing, you are purifying here. So yeah, let's take a look. Let's take a look at what that's all about, why you were drawn here, and what is going on with your energy. Whew, all right. I was reading that it is good to invoke the frog energy when you need help navigating between situations. So maybe you're feeling like you're in between a situation and you need some clarity on that. So let's take a look. Let's take a look. I want to get an angel oracle card to see what kind of overall messages the angels have for us for the frog energy. Spirit, what messages do you have for the frog energy, for the people that tuned in? For the frog energy, what's going on? What's going on with them? What do they need to know? What do they need to know? Twin flame. Wow, I had a feeling this was about love because the frog energy is all about water energy, the Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. So yeah, twin flame coming through. Let's see. The answer to your question involves a spiritually based romantic relationship. So it is about a romantic relationship. Okay. Doesn't get any clearer with twin flame. And singing and dancing on the bottom of the deck. Express yourself and awaken your psychic senses through the magical power of music and movement. Wow, look at this. Dancing in the rain here. Dance anyway here. This is beautiful. That's beautiful. All right, let's see. I want to get some tarot. We're going to look at the Light Seers Tarot and take a look at what is going on with this relationship. What is going on with this relationship? Tell us about this twin flame energy that those that were resonating with the frog energy have tuned in to see. Look at this, Two of Swords, Two of Swords. The next reading I'm going to do is about the tarantula, which is all about the crossroads. But here it seems like you guys are in a crossroads here, or you're in the in-between. You're leaping from platform to platform here, lily pad to lily pad here. Maybe you're jumping situations or jumping out of a marriage or jumping out of a job here. So let's take a look. Let's take a look. What is in the mind space of the people who tuned in for the frog energy? What's on their minds? What are they thinking about, Spirit? What are they thinking about? What do you want to talk about, frogs? What do you want to talk about? Let's see. Oh, the Magician, you're manifesting something new here. Look at all these cards that jumped out. The Marriage card, the Four of Wands, the Seven of Wands, Ace of Cups, and 10 of Pentacles. Definitely about gaining your own thing here, doing your own thing. You're leaping out of something. It seems to be a marriage or a contract, which could also be work. Look at you going for your heart's fulfillment, what really lights you up, what makes you feel good here. And the 10 of Pentacles, my God, one of the happiest cards in the deck. Really secure in your financial situation, secure with who you are, secure in the relationship here. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Look at you manifesting your own future here, not letting it be by chance or by luck here. You're just taking it. You're grabbing what you want here. But it feels like you're in midair and you're going for it and you don't know how it's going to land. You don't know if the answer will be yes. You're just kind of like, yeah, taking this leap of faith, Leroy Jenkins, and you're like midway there and now you're just not sure. There's no going back. It's like you've jumped from the airplane and you didn't even check to see if you had a parachute on. This is so beautiful, so exhilarating, so exhilarating. It's an adrenaline rush, whatever this is, but it's spiritually driven with the Seven of Wands in the center of the mind space here. You've been focused on this. It's what makes your belly light up. It's really your intuitive side, your oversoul guiding all of this anyway. And you just surrendering it, you just really letting it go. It's like that feeling you get after the best cry of your life, right? That best release of your life where you're surrendering the control, you're letting go of the outcome here, you're detaching from the outcome here. And it's that feeling where you're moving forward because of the way it feels, because of the drive that you're feeling here. It has nothing to do with how it's going to turn out or the outcome of it. It's like going to the casino for the buffet and winning so much on the slot machines, and that's not what you were even there for. But you were there to find your happiness. You were there to eat your favorite thing. You were there to socialize with your favorite people. And the winnings, that was just a side effect. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Someone's like, didn't you win 10 grand that night? Oh yeah. But I sat and talked to Steve all night, right? Wow. But you're jumping out of something that was stale and stagnant and it just didn't hold you. It couldn't hold you. The frog has to leap. And you got to leap. Whew, all right, let's see what's going on in the heart space. You know what? I feel like I need one more thing in the mind space here, though, because you're in midair here. And Spirit, what's happening here? Where is the frog energy? Where are they going to land? Where are they going to land in the mind space here? What thought is going to settle? Which pad are they landing in? Tell me more about that. Nine of Cups with the 10 of Pentacles. I mean, my God. And the King of Pentacles in reverse. I feel like you're leaping away from someone who was very controlling. The King of Pentacles in reverse can be very controlling. So maybe you had a really controlling boss that held you down or held your thoughts down or just wasn't listening. There was just something that someone did not realize your power, did not realize how much you knew. I don't know if you were dumbing it down because you didn't want to feel like you were better than, or you didn't want them to think that about you, or that's interesting. But somebody very controlling that you're leaping away from, right into your perfect temperatured pond here. It's like your own pond here, and you get to make the rules and you get to sing out loud if you want. It's just, I can just hear the singing and dancing coming from you, a feeling that you haven't felt in a really long time, something starting in the solar plexus and then just expanding and just keep pushing this King of Pentacles in reverse in the past here. It's just like, okay, there you go control someone else. Wow. All right, let's take a look in the heart space for the frog energy here. I forgot to put my timer on, and now I'm going to be losing track here. Hold on 1 second. There we go. All right, 8:30 we were in. Okay, heart space. Let's look at the heart space of the frog energy that has tuned in. For those people that have tuned in, that resonated with the frog energy, let's look at the heart space. What are you feeling? What are you feeling in the emotional body with this beautiful water energy coming through? Seven of Cups. Look at that. It did want to come out in reverse here. So feeling overwhelmed, in over your head. You're afraid to make the wrong choice. You're afraid to take the leap of faith here. Wow, look at that with the Five of Swords, because of words, because of somebody's very stinging words. I think it was that King of Pentacles, very stinging, very sharp tongue. Well, King of Pentacles, stingy with money for sure. For sure, stingy with money. Did not want to give you what you deserved or allow you to have even what was yours here. So yeah, you're afraid to make the wrong choice. Insecurity in your decisions here. Tell me more about the heart space. Tell me more. That one got sticky. Let's see. Tell me more about the heart space for the frog energy. Ooh, the Empress. Wow, look at this fertility coming through, and the frog is all about fertility. So that's beautiful. Ace of Pentacles. This is about your pocketbook. This is about a new beginning in money, rooting new, setting new roots here, planting new seeds here in your money, but really, really thriving and overcoming here in the finances. Even though something's been held back from you, it's just like they're requiring, you know, a retainer and your money's locked up here. Your money might be locked up here for a little while, but boy, it's just so much bigger than what you even had. Maybe you were trying to hold on to that for dear life because it seemed like everything you had. And that was the lesson here, is to just really let go. Let go. There's so much bigger, better, grander when you let go, instead of the Four of Pentacles kind of feel where you can't. You're holding on with this white knuckled grip. My God, with the Empress here, you are open to receiving very fertile babies, just new growth, transformation here. Very emotional. You're very emotional through this transformation here. It's just almost like, you know, you're just very hormonal. Maybe you're just breaking down during conversations, and it's just making you feel so out of control with your emotions. So this really teaching you to, it's okay to cry. So you don't have to hold back. You don't have to hold on to your emotions. That it makes you vulnerable. It makes you so much more vulnerable around people, and just this motherly kind of feel to you. So you know, don't leave the dads out either. All of a sudden, my father popped into my mind here, that oversoul hugging on us. I'm just picturing these angel wings. My father passed over in 2022, and I just envisioned him just really, really encompassing me. So yeah, just this parental shoulder to cry on. That's where I'm going with this. Yes, thank you, Spirit. Yes, the shoulder to cry on. And when you start crying, you cannot stop. It's just the floodgates have opened, and Spirit is saying, let it rain, because we have felt every tear we feel from you. So yeah, just really release. That's it. That's the point, is just you're letting go. You're truly, truly releasing here. So boy, that's beautiful, because when you catch your breath, and you stand up and you dust yourself off and you say, wow, that was a great cry. You're going to really automatically think, what do you want to do now? Now what? And you're really excited to jump into something new here. Your heart is completely open because this vessel is clean. This vessel is clear. So how beautiful. How beautiful is this? I just love this. It's just coaxing you into this transformation. I mean, look at the butterfly in the heart space there in the Ace of Cups. It's just so beautiful. Yes. All right. You landed in that pad. You're stable. You're secure. Maybe it bounced around for a minute with the Five of Swords still trying to follow us on the bottom of the deck. But now you've just spread your energy out so that you've gained this wonderful, wonderful balance. All right. Yes. And now wherever you go, there you are. You have this very, very good grip on your emotions. It's like now you're a leader because you can talk about the things that trigger others, and you've already cried that out. You've already processed that. You've grieved. Grief is the great transformer. Great transformer for every single one of us. I have been there. I have been down on my knees, encompassed with grief. It can be all consuming. It's the most painful thing I've ever gone through, is that true grief. And every one of us have felt it. It can be with an animal. It can be with a person. It's true grief that rips your heart out and transforms you. It's purification by grief. And there's nothing like it. There's no other transformer like it. Then you start realizing that that is the other side of love, that you cannot grieve that hard without loving that hard. And so now you're just loving hard. You're just loving hard. You know the grief could come and it will come and it's inevitable, but God, is it beautiful on the other side of grief. It's the most beautiful, uplifting, reassuring that you are always loved feeling in the world. So yeah, it's the marriage to spirit, the contract with God that says, okay, I'm gonna grin and bear it here, and I'm gonna accept the good times just as much as I accept the bad times. I'm gonna accept the love as much as I accept the grief. I'm not gonna continue to punish myself with the grief the rest of my life without allowing myself to feel the biggest love of all here. So wow, oh God, I love this. All right, what's the challenge? What's the challenge in the heart space for the frog energy? What's the challenge? Did we look at the challenge? Did we look at the challenge? You know, getting your balance. You're just getting your balance. You're in that kind of, you know, have to, right after you get off a boat, you've been on a boat for, let's say, 7 years, you know, you were in that 7-year cycle there, that washing machine where you're all spinned up, and you get out and it takes you a minute. It takes you a minute. Everything is different. You know, I remember after I experienced grief, when I was in the midst of it, it was like that day or the next day, and I needed to go to the store to get something. And I remember looking around at these people and thinking, how can they just be living their lives? How can they just be continuing on with their lives when my world has ended here, when everything has changed here? So it's just, it's so raw. It's so raw. But when you start to scab over, you get it. You cannot grieve this hard if you're not loving that hard. So yeah, you're just getting your balance, to get on the other side of the grief here, to get on the other side of the purification, because the purification took everything out of you. It's like, wow, the hell was that all about? Look at these new beginnings here with the heart, though. My God, with the Ace of Cups just really transforming your heart, and then the Ace of Pentacles coming into the heart space itself, saying it's okay. Everything you need, you will have. I mean, isn't that the definition of abundance? Is having everything you need in the moment you need it. It's not hoarding it away. It's not preparing for a rainy day. It's having what you need in front of you when you need it here. So that's what abundance is, and that's what you're moving into. That's putting you much more into the now moment, and that's what's giving you your balance here. It's just like you're on this buoy or a little boat here, and you're in the oceans of change right now. You're just in the oceans of change, and imagine yourself this little frog out in the oceans of change here, and that storm will calm. That water will calm down here, and you're going to gain your balance, and you're going to be the king of your own emotions here. So it's absolutely brilliant. Brilliant. Love this. All right, let's take a look at the daily life, at the foundation of the people that are tuning into the frog energy. Let's look at the foundation, at the soul here, the soul level here, Spirit. Tell us about the foundation. Beautiful. All right, Two of Wands. There's the planning and preparation, getting ready for something new here, preparing to get your balance in here and having your dreams come true. You're landing. You get to land that cruise, and you get to get off and go enjoy the island for a day or two. It's just so beautiful. It doesn't even matter how long it is. You're just walking off that boat of change here and going, okay, I'm feeling a little unsteady, but I can't wait to see everything, and I can't wait to get my legs under me. And I can't wait to be running through the next town because I want to see the next and the next. I want to fall in love again and again and again here. I want to meet my twin flame. I want to meet my soulmate. I want to meet that person who inspires me and doesn't hold me back, doesn't stand on my shoulders, doesn't, you know, I was seeing something the other night. Somebody said relationships are absolutely not 50-50. They never are 50-50. They are always 60-40, 80-20. It's never just split in the center, but it's always back and forth. Sometimes you will be the 80, sometimes you will be the 20. It's just how true relationships, the algorithm of relationships work. Sometimes you got to give 80%, and other times you only get to put in 20%. All right, I'm tired, I had a bad day. Allow me that, right? That's a true soulmate twin flame journey. But there's so much that goes on in between that. So yeah, and I'm talking lifetime after lifetime. So right now you are truly coming into a balanced time of your life where things are just happening effortlessly. You've opened up, you're going down the stream of life, you've pulled up the paddles, you're not resisting. Look at your challenge here was the Page of Pentacles, getting your balance in money. That's not resistance. That's not saying you're unworthy to receive. You are very much open to receiving. You understand this is all about karmic. Look at the justice, the karmic justice, the balancing out. Again, this was so heavy with your worries, your stresses, your anxiety, and then it just everything. You're seeing the completely other side of it. Look at how much you've changed. Look at how much you have grown and matured, and you've cried it out. You've cried it out, and now you're ready to fight. You're ready to take what is yours. You're ready to really let justice unfold. Yes. I love this. Number 11, Libra energy coming through. There's Libra energy in the Empress here. So beautiful. 8 of Swords. Don't get up in your own head, and do not go back and wonder or even question what this King of Pentacles energy is doing, that controlling energy, because it's an underlying low vibrational energy that will go on for eternity. Just like the other side of it will. Grief will go on for eternity because humans love to love. We are always going to fall in love, and we are always going to grieve when we lose here. We're going to grieve at our losses here. It's why we have the heart that we have. It's why we have this consciousness that we are expanding every day. So yeah, this will continue on for eternity. Sometimes you dip your foot into there and you see what it's like to feel that. And then other times you're on the other side of the spectrum, seeing what the greatest day of your life feels like. And we all get our 15 minutes, right? So yeah, this is the greatest day of your life, the 10 of Pentacles and the 9 of Cups. Because it's not just the money, it's also the heart fulfillment. It's also feeling good. You can be a millionaire and be broke in the heart space, right? You can, some people in prison are freer than people who are not. So really, it's just this mindset that you're shifting that's about to change everything, because you're getting out of your own space. You're getting out of your own mind. You're preparing for something. Let's see what that something is. What is the frog energy preparing for? What are the people sitting in the frog energy preparing for? Knight of Swords. You got something to say. You got something to say. You are running back to that soulmate, to that twin flame, after you've learned these very valuable lessons on abundance and cleansing and purification and looking inside and taking accountability and taking responsibility here. So you're just so ready. You're so ready to run back home and share what you've learned here. It's just like you are eager to go tell the people that you love what you have learned here, and you're hopeful that they're going to feel the same way, that they have gone through the same things, that they're just as ready as you. So how beautiful is that? It's like, I'm on my way, I'm coming home, right? I'm coming home, and somebody just, yes, waiting for you on the other side of that phone call. And is there any better feeling in the world? I mean, no. No. When somebody's jumping for joy because you're coming, now that's abundance. Now that's rich. Oh, I love it. All right, let's see. What's the resistance? What are the challenges in the foundation in the daily life for the frog energy? What are the challenges in the daily life for the frog energy? 5 of Cups, letting it go. Letting go of the disappointment, letting go of the regrets, letting go of the time that has passed. Maybe you're thinking, wow, I'm too old now, I'm too whatever. Insert whatever it is here that you think might get in the way of this. And just let it go. Just let it go. You put it out there. You thought about it. Don't focus on that. Don't really manifest that, because you're a very powerful manifester here. So if you start putting negative thoughts in your way again, you're just going to have to learn how to cleanse those out once again. And they're going to build up all those things you should have done, all those woulda, shoulda, couldas that build up like cholesterol in our veins here. There's no need to have that reintroduced into your system here, into your psyche here. There's just no need. So let go of the regrets. Let go of the things that did not happen, and just trust. Just trust that you are where you're supposed to be and everything is for purpose. And celebrate this time. Celebrate the good times, because it's not always going to be good, as you very well know. So it is the pendulum, it is the tide. So enjoy it. Enjoy it when that full moon is full and you're feeling so emotional and so vulnerable and so raw. I mean, those are the good times. That's the ticket. Yes. All right, Spirit. Spirit, what is your advice? What is your advice? Or do we have anything more to learn about the foundation after we let go, after we really release and stop beating ourselves up for things we didn't do? Is there anything else about that? Anything else about that? Oh, look at the wheel. The wheel, it'll keep you stuck. It'll keep you stuck the way it kind of flip-flopped out, landed in reverse. These regrets, these worries, these fears of jumping into the unknown without testing the waters first are going to make you stuck in those dark, dark, dark heaviness times forever. Forever. It's up to us. We have free will. We can dwell in the grief forever, or we can use it as our bouncing off point, use it as our platform to bounce off into the next here, into the next. What's next? Yes, I love this. Big stroke of luck here. Frogs are very, very lucky. How I did not mention this in the very beginning is beyond me, especially when I kept seeing all these pentacles, but all the cups kept really overwhelming me, because this is an emotional win. There's a huge emotional victory here for you. What's happened is you have prepared for this. You have been prepping for this, and you are taking that leap of faith. You're midway there. It's like you're halfway around the world and you're on your way to go home to see this soulmate, this twin flame. And you forgot to call and let them know you were on your way. It's that kind of feeling. It's like, oh my God, I didn't even insert it there. The fear that used to get in your way, that used to hold you back. I didn't check the iron. I didn't tell my mom. I didn't, all these things that keep rushing in to hold you back from living your dream here, from taking that leap of faith, from trusting that that plane's going to land safely, that everybody knows where you are, that you don't have to answer to anyone, especially this King of Pentacles in reverse here. And you're walking off that plane and they're going to be there. They're going to know, because you're so telepathically connected, you and this twin flame energy. You've been singing and dancing together telepathically for a very, very, very long time. Of course, they knew you were coming. Of course, they felt you coming here. So just relax in this. Just relax in this. Spirit has this. There is no wrong decision here. And let your dreams come true. Because, yeah, there's a huge, huge emotional win here for you. Emotional win. Wow. All right. All right. I think we'll leave it here. Look at Judgment on the bottom of the deck. This is a calling. You've been called. You've been nudged. You've been pushed here. Wherever it is that you are heading right now. Right now, you are mid-jump into something. You were meant to take that leap of faith. You were called to do it, and you answered the call. Beautiful, beautiful. It's going to be a safe landing. I promise you. I promise you there's a lily pad there waiting for you. And your nest has been feathered here. So yeah, go home. Go home, Froggy. Oh, I love it. I love it. All right, I'm going to leave it here. Thank you so much for stopping by and listening in to this beautiful frog energy. It was my pleasure, my honor to read for this energy here. I hope you have subscribed to the channel. If you haven't, please do, and hit that like button. Share this video if you think it might help someone. And hope you'll tune in for my zodiac readings. I'll see you on the other side. Hello to everyone who chose the tarantula as your animal spirit guide. Welcome, welcome. Let's take a look. The first thing I'm going to do is read from the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit Guidebook, the meaning of the tarantula, so you can see why you tuned into this energy and what pulled you to this card. So, tarantula at a crossroads, claiming life's purpose. The tarantula represents a moment when a great decision must be made. It involves prioritizing your life's deeper purpose or dharma. A habit or routine from the past is sidetracking you from your dream. Yet a voice inside keeps begging you to refocus your attention. In order to find true happiness, you must choose Dharma. Until you do, satisfaction will be fleeting. The tarantula hovers, patient and calm, like an old friend that knows your inner soul. It already knows you'll choose wisely. When in balance, follows intuition. When out of balance, hesitates, intellectualizes. What the heck is intellectualizes? To being into balance. Daily journaling. So write it out. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know what that is, but there you go. The tarantula energy here at a crossroads. The tarantula is fiercely, fiercely independent. So yeah, let's see. Let's see what this is all about. But very creative and extremely intuitive. So yeah. Let's see. I want to get you an angel oracle card, see what kind of messages the angels have for those that tuned in, that resonated with the tarantula. Spirit, tell me about the tarantula energy. Tell me about the tarantula energy. This is good practice for my arachnophobia. I promised myself what cards came out, that was what I was going to use when I was meditating on this reading. And so, yeah, Spirit wants me to really take a deep look at my arachnophobia. Heal away addiction. So maybe addictions are getting in your way, and addictions can be more than substance abuse. It can be thoughts, patterns, beliefs here. So yeah, healing away addictions. It's time to let go of behaviors that are blocking you from your heart's desire. Ask Archangel Raphael to help you with this healing. I love that. Raphael's been showing up a lot lately, helping us all with letting go of false beliefs here, false ideas about ourselves, and that devil energy that you can't do it without me. So we're just kind of flicking that away. It's like, you know what? Let me try here. Let me try. And you're just flicking that negative energy away. Have you asked your angels with help for this? So yeah, ask the angels. Don't forget that that's what they are there for, especially the tarantula energy. The tarantula energy is all about protection here, asking you to be patient. The tarantula can be very, very patient, right? They will wait for their prey for a very, very long time here. So yeah, very, very smart, very wise, letting go, just let go of those toxins, let go of the negativity here, and wait. Wait for it. This is what I'm hearing right now. Wait for it. So there's something. Well, let's see what you're thinking about. What's this crossroads that you are at? Spirit, tell me about the tarantula energy, the people that have tuned in to see about this crossroads, to see about this decision they're in. Tell me about the decision itself. What is this decision about? What is the decision about? Oh my God, the chariot energy. Look at you moving on. Oh God, changing your life. The tower. Wow. Page of Swords, Five of Swords, Two of Cups. Look at this. You are changing everything. Everything is getting changed right now. You have been patient. You've been patient. It's like, I can't wait. I can't wait any longer. You're like this rubber band that has been held back for far too long here. Been held in some kind of nightmare here where there was no escape. It was like torture. It was just like waterboarding almost. It's enough with the words, somebody repeating something over and over and over and over again, pushing you to strike. I see. I get it. I get it. Somebody just pushed your buttons until you pounced here. You just let go. You just really, really released. Maybe you said some things. It just rushed out of your mouth and you couldn't stop it here. Interesting. And then the Two of Cups here, the relationship card, but the merging of energies here, the really tempering down the anger after that. It was like a really release. You had this kind of release happen, and now you can temper it down. Now you can get a grip on that. But it was like this pressure cooker that had to blow. And so to release some of the pressure here. So now that some of that pressure has been released, you're feeling this kind of, okay, let me just hold my breath now. Let me just realize what's happened here. Now I got to process. I need a minute. Somebody just would not leave you alone, though. It's almost like they went everywhere to find out more about you, so they knew what could trigger you, what could set you off here. So yeah, this was kind of planned out, or I don't know. It's just, I'm picturing like this volcano that just, this pressure just kept building, kept rising. What's that movie with oh God, right? I'm going to lose it. Ben Stiller, anger rising, right? The superhero movie. But yeah, just something rising that you could not control. You could not hold it back. You just almost wanted to bite your tongue, but you were bleeding. It's like your tongue was bleeding. Tell me more about that. Tell me more about that before we move to the heart space, Spirit. Tell me more about that. This thing. Oh God, the lovers could have been within a relationship. No, look at this with the Eight of Pentacles. Maybe you worked with this person and you were also in an intimate relationship with them. So maybe. Interesting. Gemini energy coming out with the Eight of Pentacles. Wow, with the Tower and the Chariot. Yeah, it's just something blue, something went down, and wow, just changed everything in an instant. It's like finding out that somebody has betrayed you, and it's just, wow, it's just like this awakening, this okay, oh yeah, okay, I see why I pounced, I see why I was pushed there, I see why that pressure was building. There was just something that was going on that just made it was making you feel like it was you, like it was your fault, like it was you. And it was just this toxicity that you had to get out, you had to expel it, you had to get rid of the toxins. Well, yeah. Well, let's look at your heart now that you've done that. Let's look at the heart now that you've purged away these. It's like this purification in your mind. It's just thinking. It's almost like thinking that something is going on behind your back for a very long time, and you're just suspicious, and you're looking in, and you're trying to hear behind the walls there. Are they talking about me? Is this about me? You're feeling like it's about you, but you don't have any proof it's about you. And so you keep trying to find proof that it's about you. And the more you focus on that, the more it's becoming about you, because now you're so focused on that, right? It's this self-fulfilling kind of prophecy. And it comes to a head. It comes to, yes, this is about you. Open the door, you're fired, or I'm seeing someone, or it's just that shock and awe that you've been preparing for because you were suspicious of it. So you're trying to find the proof. And of course, you found it, because what we are looking for, we shall find here. So yeah, now that you know, which is the best thing that could possibly happen, because you seem to have been so caught up in something else. I don't know, with the Eight of Pentacles, it's like your mind was elsewhere, or maybe you were ready too. You just didn't realize it, or you wouldn't have been snooping around. You wouldn't have been looking if you weren't looking, trying to find your happiness here. Yeah, look at this with the Ten of Pentacles. So yeah, maybe it's, it could go either way. If this is a job situation, and you've been getting your resume out there behind a boss's back, because you're fearful that you're going to be fired, or you're going to be laid off, and you're not trusting in that boss in the first place of not laying you off. So now you're taking the time to polish up your resume, right? You see what I'm saying here? And now you're putting less time into the job that you're at, and the boss sees that, and it's self-fulfilling. The boss, yes, you're fired, and you get the job you were looking for anyway, or you wouldn't have been putting your resume out there. Same within a relationship. Same exact thing within a relationship. If you weren't out there looking for the proof that they were doing something, right? That's the fulfilling of your own prophecy. Okay, let's see. Now that you're clear, there's no questioning any longer with this Tower and the Lovers and the Chariot here. There is no more question. There's no more. It's just yes. The answer, is here now. It's in front of you. You're not guessing it. You're not hiring the investigators any longer, because the proof is here. The proof is in the pudding here. All right, let's see what's in the heart space now that you have this eureka, this wow, okay, now I can see here. The lightning, as much as it hurt and stung and electrified me, it illuminated. I can see now. So I'm not in the dark, and I'm not I'm no longer in investigative mode, because now I know. So tell me about the heart space. Tell me about the emotions when it comes to the Tarantula energy tuning in. Wow, the cards are getting very messy. Ooh, the Queen of Cups. Look at you getting in tune with yourself now. It didn't matter. It never mattered. It never mattered what they were doing. It always mattered what I was doing, how I was feeling about it. And yeah, I'm tuning into my own guidance system. I'm not allowing these distractions to pull me away from how I'm feeling about myself at any given moment here. Yes, I love this. I love this water just kind of coming in and soothing this tarantula fire down. Just really simmer it down now. Okay. All right. Was it the end of the world? No. Life goes on. Life goes on. And yeah, things happen. Look at this beautiful spirit guide looking in on this with the King of Wands, Leo energy on the bottom of the deck. More fire energy. Wow. It's all about fire. Getting your fire back and stop focusing on what everyone else is doing so that you can feel better, or making them change, or how dare they do that to me, and getting your defenses all up. Yeah, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. You're taking responsibility for the way you feel. You're not putting your happiness in the hands of another. It's like, okay, good. You go be all you can be. I'm so glad I know, because now I can relax. Now I can sleep at night without feeling like I'm crazy. Yeah, let's get the closure on this. Let's do this. Because you're ready to go zen it out. You're ready to go find peace for once without having to focus on that. And is that going to happen? And my God, it's just like, yeah, let's explode. Let's get this pain over with, right? It's like childbirth. It's just like excruciating. I went through 38 hours of labor. So by the time my daughter came, I was just like, yes, let's do whatever you gotta do. Yes. I love this. All right, more in the heart space. Tell me more about the tarantula energy tuning in. Tell me more about this. I want to see a little bit about this long wait. What was that all about? What was that long wait about before the explosion? What was the long wait about, Spirit? What was that about? What lesson was that about? Ooh, your words, King of Swords here, really refining the words here, not exploding, not getting a grip on those reactive energies, no matter what you're seeing here, no matter what, who cares, right? There's just this almost mantra, who cares, let them be, stop trying to change them and mold them into something that will make you happy. So you're just really getting a grip on how you feel about it and not imposing your feelings on another here. King of Swords, you got that Gemini, Aquarius, Libra energy coming through, that real balance in the heart space. It's like you're detached or disengaged. It's just really arms down, really words down. Words can absolutely be weaponized. Words is it's caused every war we've ever known here, are words. So words matter here, and you understanding that. You're understanding that you can't just explode. You cannot just explode. You cannot just spiritually release all of your negativity onto another. It's not fair. It's not fair. And you're all about fairness. You're all about fairness and waiting your turn. You're not going to jump in front of the line and push other people out of the way to get what you want here. So yeah, this is beautiful. This is beautiful after a real awakening. I mean, somebody opened your eyes and peeled them open very quickly here. It was just like, bam, bam, in your face here. It was just this moment of shock. But you suspected it. You were looking for it. You were trying to find the proof because of the suspicions. And you're very, very much relieved that the proof is here, that you don't have to keep searching for it. It just took up too much of your time and energy. It was just building your anger building. You had to have that explosion, that letting go, the releasing of the toxins here. Maybe you did that to another and you're just feeling like, wow, maybe I shouldn't have said that. But, you can't go back and change a thing. You can't go back. And there'll be a time very, very soon here where you won't want to. You won't want to. In fact, you're going to wish you did more. You're going to wish you said more. You're going to have all these things where you shoulda, woulda, coulda. And that's the toxin rebuilding again. There it goes. You're clogging up the veins again. What is the resistance? What is this resistance from the transformation now that this toxin has been released? Now that the truth has been told? What is the resistance? What's the resistance here for the tarantula energy, Spirit? We're looking at the tarantula spirit animal. Ooh, look at you, 6 of Wands. You're resistant. You're resistant to take your place on the stage again. You're resistant to have the spotlight on you again, or to have people look at you again. Maybe you're just resistant because of everything that went down here. You just kind of need a minute because you felt oblivious, even though you were looking for it. When it happened, it really shocked you. You just didn't want to believe it. There was something that you just didn't want to believe. And it's going to be the best thing that ever happened to you. It's going to put you out in front of your own life again without others being able to dictate how you feel. It's like you get up in the morning, you've had this fantastic dream, and you tell your partner about it. You're just like, oh my God, I had this great dream, but they woke up in a bad mood and they've had a bad day at work yesterday, and they're just like, yeah, I don't care. And you're crushed. It ruined your whole day. Now you're crying on your way to work. And it's just really this allowing someone to have that much control over your emotions. It's the end of that. You no longer put that in their hands. It's not up to them how you feel. So you're really, really taking your power back. This is absolutely you taking your power back after an event, after you had, after your big surprise, your big, moment that we all have, right? We all get our 15 minutes of fame and we all get our 15 minutes of shame here. So yeah, you're coming out of the shame, moving into the fame. I love that. I love that for you. All right, Spirit, what's your advice? What's your advice? What's your advice in the heart space? Tell me your advice. Two of Swords, you don't know everything right now. There's some things that have still not been revealed. You think you know it all, but you don't know it all, especially when it comes to this situation. So it's time to step out on stage, be the hero of your own story. Take back your power, and then everything will be revealed, all in due timing. It's got to be that way. Look at this, the devil on the bottom of the deck. Those addictions, those things that hold us back, those reasons why we can't move on. Don't use this as your excuse of not being able to love again, or not being able to laugh again, or not being able, because then it's right back into their hands. It's just, they're living rent free in your head all the time. You've got to release them, evict them, get them out. It's time to move on. It's time to move on from this situation and really let it go. It's time to let it go. It's time to let it go. This is your spirit team speaking to you through the Tarantula Energy. You chose this card because your toxins have been building, your negativity has been building, and you're not feeling good. You're not feeling good. It's time to release it. It's time to let it go in your pillow, up to God, up to spirit. Don't put it on somebody else. Don't blame them for the way that you're feeling here. Really take that responsibility back, because now your happiness is in your control again. And it's not up to them. Not up to the devil any longer. It's like you're rescinding the contract that if you give me, the soul, whatever you sold your soul for, you're rescinding it. You're breaking up the contract. It's up to me. I don't want the promise. I don't want the promise fulfilled anymore by an external factor. I want to fulfill the promise to myself here. So yes, yes, taking your power back, naming the devil so that he can no longer control you here. Absolutely beautiful. All right. Well, what's in the foundation? What's in the daily life? After this big, right, walk in, it's like finding someone in bed with someone else. You're just like, it just knocks the wind out of you. It's just, yeah, you knew it. You knew it. You saw the text messages, but you didn't want to believe it. So it was just something that it was a futile mentality. It was something you were going to fix. You were going to change. You were going to, and it just didn't work that way. But it was the best thing that could have happened. It was toxic. It was you trying to find the proof that you needed to prove that somebody was screwing you, or somebody was getting away with something, or somebody was cheating, or somebody was going to fire you, or whatever it was. You were so busy trying to find the proof that it came true. It was there. Yes, you were right. But what's the prize now? What's the prize? To be right. Did you have to be right? Right? So yeah, it's beautiful. But yeah, now you're standing at this crossroads going, well, what now? So I want to see what now. What now after this kaboom here in this person's life? Let's look at the foundation. Let's look at the daily life for the Tarantula Energy here. Four of Cups came out in reverse. I'm kind of liking the reversal of the Four of Cups, because you're finally letting go, finally, of what happened without replaying it over and over in your mind again. I wish I could have done that. I wish I would have seen that coming. Why didn't I find that out? Now you have all these regrets, all of these re-anger moments sparking up here, and you're just really refueling that fire. You're really giving it fire now. You're really giving it gas now, instead of focusing on the good that came from that. At least I don't have to waste any more time looking for my proof here. At least I can move on now. I can have closure now. I can heal my heart now. I can move into healing mode without the bitterness, without the bitterness eating me up, because I didn't know. So I just felt crazy all the time here. So really moving from apathy into feeling again, into opening up for feeling again. Now that you have this beautiful grip, you have this beautiful, beautiful grip, and you have this wisdom that goes beyond your years here. Truly, truly. It's just like somebody who had to grow up really fast, and now you're just this I want to say Doogie Howser. Wow, Julie. My brain going back to the 80s. But yeah, moving out of apathy into wonder again, into excitement again here, into the new journey now that you've moved on to this crossroads. You've made a decision. There was a fork in the road. You were standing there. What am I going to do? Where am I going to go? You just made a decision, right or wrong. I got to go. I'm being pushed into, it's not my choice here. So I got to go. So tell me more about the daily life for the Tarantula energy here. 4 of Pentacles in reverse. Look at these 2 fours. There is that white knuckle grip on trying to control the outcome here, on getting this such a tight grip on what you have for fear of losing it, that you're not allowing anything else in. There's just no room for more, because you are prepared to the hilt here. You can't get any more prepared here. So these 2 fours coming out in reverse is absolutely glorious. Absolutely glorious. You go from this very tight, right? Those people that stand in front of you with their arms crossed so very tightly, like the 2 of Swords, right? Her arm is over her chest. Don't get in. You can't get in. I block you. I spiritually block you. You can't get in. And look at that. Spirits keeps trying to get in with the birds. The birds always represent spirit here. And look at all the birds, the wisdom, the fruit that you can gain from their wisdom here, trying to get in, but you're so protective that you're not letting spirit in either here. So now you're releasing. Now you're opening up your arms. You're opening up your heart space. Really do that when you when it pops into your mind. If your arms are crossed over your chest in a conversation, just open them up. Just really release your arms down at your sides here, down. Take that deep breath, open up your heart, and connect through the heart spaces here without using the words, because now you're kind of bruised and fearful of words because they've been used against you, and so you're kind of a little bit fearful. So let the heart chakra open up. Let that green light just really connect with the others. It's just this release. It's just really opening up without worrying about how you're going to react to something. You're very balanced, very, very balanced. Beautiful. Beautiful. It's just the calm after the big release. You went through something, acknowledge that, and you released. You absolutely released, and you got rid of the toxins. You got rid of the poison. You got rid of the doubt, the negativity, the feelings of unworthiness, the shame. There was a lot of shame involved here, and you just really got rid of it. It's just time to focus now. I'm going to focus. I'm going to master something. 8 of Pentacles is all about self-mastery here. So yeah, you're mastering something, and you're letting go of the seeds of negativity. You're not going to feed that wolf any longer. You're not going to feed the wolf of fear any longer. That something's going down and I'm not going to see it coming. You're not going to get caught with your pants down type feeling. So you're always preparing. You're never letting your pants down ever. So you're not enjoying the fresh air. Where am I going with this? I don't know. I'm just going to leave it there. All right, let's see. What is the resistance in the daily life for the tarantula? For the tarantula spirit animal people that are tuning in, what is the resistance? What's the resistance? Look at this, the sun in reverse. Wow. Let that sun in. Let it in. Stop blocking it. You're blocking it. You're absolutely blocking it with your fears that it's either going to happen again, or you didn't see everything, or there's still some things out there that you don't know. Again, you're letting that be the poison that's going to clog the arteries to your heart. You want to open your heart. You want to cleanse your heart. You want to clear your heart of the negativity. You're not letting anyone live rent-free in your brain any longer here. It's not fair to you. It's not fair to forsake your life because somebody else didn't want you in theirs. It's just not fair to you. Your oversoul, your higher soul is really, really asking you to let your guard down, to let your guard down and let them in, let them in, let them assist, let them help. Ask your angels here. Ask your angels. Don't forget to ask your angels. Have you asked your angels for help with this? They can clear the toxins way better than you. They can clear the dams. There's a cleansing that they can bring to you that is the replenishment, that refueling, the cleansing out of the pipes that you need. You got to cleanse the pipes. You got to get rid of the toxins. You got to get rid of the venom that's been building within you for years and years. It's the sunshine that's going to clear them out. It's the belief that there's a future here, the belief that you can live without them, without that, without whatever it is that you feel has left you. Life goes on. Life goes on. Even after grief, life goes on. Look at that 3 of Swords underneath the deck here. Even after grief, life goes on. There is always an ascension with the Hierophant. Yes, look at this. Look at this. There is always an ascension. Always, always, always. The sun is going to find you. Spirit is going to find you. Hope, faith, renewal is going to find you. Can't hide from it. You can't block it. You can't block it any longer. You've been blocking it your entire life. You've been running from rock to rock, hiding from the light of God, hiding from the spotlight, not wanting anyone to know how smart you are, how beautiful you are, how talented you are. You are not holding your voice back any longer. You're betraying yourself and you realize it. Look at this with the Emperor and the 7 of Swords. My God, my God. Yes. You realize it. You realize this has only been betraying you. This has only been stealing your time. And you're not giving that attention any longer. You're not focusing on that. Look at death and rebirth. Oh my God. Tarantulas. Tarantulas. This is the rebirth of your life. This was absolutely meant to happen. Absolutely, you were meant to see this and stand in that shame so that you could be purified. Oh my God, I love this. I love this. This is so powerful. This is so beautiful. This is you opening up to the sun, to the future, to hope, to faith, to renewal. Yes, this is you kicking that devil to the curb, saying you have no more power over me. I rescind, taking my power back. Good God, good for you. Good for you. You've done the rehab. You've done it. You have done it. You are on the other side of it. It will never have power over you again. It will never have control over you again. It's out of the closet. It's been revealed. It's been shined. This very, very bright light on it. And you've got to talk about it now. And you've got to talk about what you went through and how you overcame it. Because you did. You did. Wow. All right. I'm going to leave it here, tarantulas. Thank you. Thank you so much for letting me tune in to this very powerful energy here. This is a story of overcoming and beating the odds. Yes. And then finding lightning in a bottle here. Absolutely. All right. Thank you. Thank you so much for stopping by. If you liked this reading, please hit the like. If you haven't subscribed, please hit that button as well. Share this video to someone you think it might help if you think it might help. Hope you'll tune into my zodiac readings. I do those about every 2 weeks. You'll see your sign pop up there. And I will see you on the other side. Thank you so much.